Have you ever ignored someone because they looked ordinary, only to discover they were the reason behind everyone else's success? Today's story will hit your heart hard. Stay till the end because the final moment changes everything. And before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Kind Soul Stories for more emotional and life-changing stories that remind us kindness always matters. Daniel Brooks woke up every morning at exactly 4:45 a.m., long before the rest of the city opened its eyes. The small apartment he shared with his 8-year-old daughter, Lily, was quiet, except for the soft ticking of an old kitchen clock and the occasional sound of traffic outside their window. He moved carefully through the dark apartment so he wouldn't wake her too early. First came coffee, then ironing his faded work shirt, then preparing Lily's lunch for school with whatever groceries he could afford that week. Life had not been kind to Daniel. Ever since his wife passed away 5 years earlier after a sudden illness, every responsibility had fallen onto his shoulders alone. Yet despite the exhaustion permanently sitting behind his eyes, Daniel never allowed Lily to see how hard things truly were. Every morning he smiled for her, braided her hair awkwardly after watching online tutorials, and walked her to the school bus before rushing toward the downtown engineering company, where he had worked for nearly 20 years. Inside the company, Daniel was known as the quiet genius nobody celebrated publicly. While executives chased awards and recognition, Daniel solved impossible technical failures, hidden deep inside the company's systems. Young engineers constantly followed him, around carrying notebooks because his teaching was simple, patient, and practical. He never embarrassed anyone for making mistakes. Instead, he would calmly explain things step by step until they understood. Many employees secretly believed Daniel knew more about the company's operations than half the executives combined. But none of that mattered to the company's new CEO, Victor Hale. Victor cared about appearances, expensive degrees, and polished presentations. To him, Daniel looked ordinary, an aging technician with rough hands, old shoes, and no impressive title beside his name. One Monday morning, the entire company gathered in the massive conference hall for a major announcement. Victor stood confidently on stage beneath bright lights while giant screens displayed the words, "The future of excellence." His voice echoed proudly through the room as he announced a complete restructuring of the engineering department. "This company must evolve," Victor declared. "We need elite experts with world-class credentials to take us into the future." Daniel sat silently in the back row while younger employees exchanged worried looks. Then Victor added words that pierced Daniel's heart like a knife. "The old generation of workers no longer fits the vision we are building." The room became uncomfortable quiet. Daniel understood immediately. After years of loyalty, sacrifice, and sleepless nights fixing problems nobody else could solve, he was now being treated like outdated machinery. Still, he kept his composure. He simply lowered his eyes, folded his hands together, and quietly listened while the company he had helped build prepared to erase him from its future. The entire company buzzed with excitement after Victor Hale announced the arrival of the new engineering specialists. Expensive banners decorated the lobby, executives walked around proudly, and employees were ordered to attend special presentations introducing the future leaders of the company. One by one, the new experts arrived wearing designer suits, carrying polished resumes, filled with degrees from famous universities and years of experience at top corporations. Victor smiled confidently as cameras flashed during the welcome ceremony. He truly believed replacing ordinary workers like Daniel Brooks with elite professionals would instantly transform the company into something greater. But beneath the applause and excitement, many younger engineers felt uneasy. They respected Daniel deeply and couldn't understand how someone who solved nearly every critical problem in the company could suddenly become unnecessary. Daniel, meanwhile, quietly packed the final belongings from his office into a small cardboard box. Inside were family photos, old notebooks filled with system designs, and a coffee mug Lily had painted for him years ago with the words "Best Dad Ever." As he walked through the office one last time, employees lowered their heads sadly. Some wanted to speak, but fear of management kept them silent. Only a few younger engineers approached him, privately to thank him for everything he had taught them. One even whispered emotionally, "None of us would be here without you, Daniel." Daniel smiled gently, hiding the pain in his heart, and simply replied, "Keep learning, and never let pride stop you from helping others." Outside the building, rain poured heavily as Daniel stood alone waiting for the bus because he could no longer afford parking downtown. That evening at home, Lily immediately sensed something was wrong. Daniel tried pretending everything was normal, but she noticed the sadness in his eyes during dinner. "Did something bad happen at work?" she asked softly. Daniel forced a small smile and told her he was just tired. But after Lily went to bed, he sat alone at the kitchen table staring at unpaid bills spread across the surface. Fear slowly crept into his chest. For 20 years he had given everything to the company, and now he had nothing except uncertainty. Across town, however, trouble had already begun inside the company. During an important system test, one of the newly hired experts struggled to solve a technical issue that Daniel used to fix within minutes. Another specialist confidently suggested solutions that accidentally created even bigger failures. Employees began whispering nervously among themselves. Then something strange happened during a meeting. One expert named Marcus Reed used a troubleshooting technique identical to Daniel's personal teaching method. Even the phrases he used sounded familiar. Several younger engineers exchanged shocked looks. Marcus eventually admitted quietly, "Honestly, I learned this from a man named Daniel Brooks years ago." Suddenly the room went silent. For the first time, people inside the company started realizing the quiet single father they had replaced wasn't just another worker. He was the teacher behind the very experts they admired. Victor. Hale sat alone in his massive office late at night, staring through the glass windows at the glowing city skyline while silence filled the room around him. The confident CEO who once believed he had complete control over the company now looked exhausted and shaken. Earlier that day, another critical system failure had nearly destroyed $1 billion contract with one of their largest clients. Meetings had turned into shouting matches. Deadlines were collapsing and investors were beginning to panic. Yet the words spoken by Marcus Reed during the emergency meeting refused to leave Victor's mind. "Daniel Brooks trained half of us." At first, Victor thought it was an exaggeration, but after reviewing internal records and speaking privately with several engineers, he discovered the shocking truth. Daniel had quietly mentored dozens of employees over the years, including many specialists now working at top companies across the country. The innovative repair methods, troubleshooting systems, and workflow strategies Victor proudly believed came from elite consultants had actually originated from Daniel's experience and creativity. Victor leaned back in his chair, feeling something unfamiliar: guilt. For years, he judged employees based on appearance, degrees, and titles, never realizing the most valuable person in the company had been the humble single father nobody celebrated publicly. Meanwhile, Daniel's life had become harder by the day. Unable to find another engineering position quickly, he started working evening shifts at a small auto repair garage on the edge of the city. The work was exhausting and the pay barely covered rent. But Daniel refused to give up. Every night after work, he returned home smelling of oil and smoke. Yet he still sat beside Lily, helping her with homework and making her laugh before bedtime. One evening, while Daniel quietly repaired an old engine at the garage, a sleek black luxury car slowly pulled into the parking lot. The workers stopped what they were doing when Victor Hale stepped out wearing an expensive coat completely out of place in the modest garage. Daniel looked surprised but remained calm as Victor approached him awkwardly. For a moment, neither man spoke. Then Victor finally broke the silence. "Daniel, I owe you an apology," he said quietly. Daniel wiped grease from his hands and listened without expression. Victor's voice softened with regret. "I thought replacing you with experts would make the company stronger. I was wrong. I never understood that you were the reason those experts became successful in the first place." Daniel looked down briefly before replying in a calm but painful voice. "People often ignore the foundation because they only admire the building. Standing above it, Those words hit Victor deeply. For the first time in his career, the powerful CEO felt small. He offered Daniel his position back immediately, along with a higher salary and leadership role. But Daniel didn't answer right away. Instead, he looked toward a small drawing taped beside his toolbox. A picture Lily made calling him her hero. In that moment, Daniel realized his worth had never depended on titles or corporate praise. The following Monday morning felt completely different inside the company. Headquarters. Employees gathered nervously in the large conference hall after receiving an urgent, company-wide meeting notice from CEO Victor Hale. Rumors spread quickly through every department that something major was about to happen. Some believed more layoffs were coming, while others whispered that the company's biggest contract had officially collapsed. But then the conference room doors opened, and every conversation instantly stopped. Daniel Brooks walked inside beside Victor Hale, the same man who had left the building weeks earlier, carrying a small cardboard box now returned, wearing the same simple clothes, the same calm expression, and the same quiet dignity that people had failed to appreciate before. Shock spread across the room, followed almost immediately by applause. Younger engineers stood first, clapping proudly and emotionally, and within seconds the entire room joined them. Some employees even wiped tears from their eyes because they knew justice had finally arrived. Victor stepped onto the stage and raised his hand for silence. But unlike his usual confident speeches, his voice carried humility this time. "A few weeks ago," he began slowly, "I made the worst decision of my career." The room became completely silent. Victor looked toward Daniel before continuing. "I believe success came from titles, appearances, and impressive resumes. I ignored loyalty, wisdom, and character. I replaced a man who had quietly carried this company on his shoulders for years." Employees listened carefully as Victor publicly admitted that Daniel had trained many of the experts now working across the industry. "The truth," Victor said honestly, "is that many of the people we call experts became successful because Daniel Brooks taught them." The room erupted into applause again, louder this time. Daniel looked uncomfortable with the attention because he had never worked for recognition. But deep inside, years of silent sacrifice were finally being acknowledged. Victor then announced Daniel's new position as Director of Engineering Development, giving him authority over future training and major technical operations. Instead of celebrating revenge or humiliation, Daniel immediately focused on helping the struggling teams repair the damaged project threatening the company's future. Day after day, the office atmosphere slowly transformed. Employees felt inspired again, teamwork improved, and younger workers once more gathered around Daniel, asking questions and learning from his experience. Even the elite specialists treated him with enormous respect because they understood his true value now. A few weeks later, the billion-dollar contract was successfully saved, and the company recovered stronger than before. But the most emotional moment happened quietly one evening when Daniel brought Lily to the office after work. She looked around proudly at the smiling employees, greeting her father with admiration. Then she hugged him tightly and whispered, "Dad, they finally see what I always knew." Daniel smiled gently, kissed her forehead, and replied softly, "What matters most isn't being noticed, sweetheart. It's continuing to do good even when nobody notices at all." If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to Kind Soul Stories for more emotional stories filled with life lessons, hope, and unforgettable endings.